Hey, what's up, everybody out there in TV land? We are so excited that you guys are tuning in tonight for our show, TechMix.tv. We've got an amazing show planned tonight. We are totally pumped about what's going down tonight. We're streaming live right now from San Marcos, Texas, using Kulobyte, faster than real-time technology. So we're so glad you guys have tuned in. I want you to say hello to my good friend, Mr. Dominic.
What's up, Team Tech Mix? Thanks for coming in on a Tuesday night at 10 o'clock. Don't forget, if you're watching this right now on your computer, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, or somehow you got your hands on an iPad too, you guys can also stream us through there on your iPod or even your BlackBerry. We want to give you our numbers straight off the bat. We've got a lot to cover on this show, you guys. There's a lot of good things that we're talking about, a lot of things we want you guys to call in on. So our phone number is 512-843-2835. You can email us at info@techmix.tv. You can Facebook us, Twitter us, all kinds of ways to get involved. And man, Randy, I want to jump right into this news, man. Let's do it.
Well, let's do it. Before we do that, let's give a little shout out to our sponsor, Panhandler Pizza in San Marcos, Texas. Want you guys to go and check them out, have pizza there. In fact, to encourage it, everybody that sends in a text tonight or calls or sends an email or tweets, you can even drive by and probably yell something.
If you drive by and yell,
that's right,
you're entered in.
If you do one of those things, we'll put your name in the pot. And if you haven't already won, we're going to be drawing tonight for a $20 gift certificate from Panhandlers. Are we not? We are, right? Yes.
Well,
I think we are.
I think we gave them all away, but even if we didn't, we just said we would, so we'll get you guys a $20 gift certificate. No problem.
We'll figure it out somehow. That's right. That's right. So what's going on tonight in the tech world?
Let's get going on it, man. So, okay, first off, we want to talk about next week, okay? South by Southwest is hitting Austin this week.
It's just the biggest thing ever.
It's a huge, huge event. Anybody who's anybody in the tech world is going to be there. They have guests. They got a show.
And they're ready to go.
They're ready to go.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So they're going to have, there's all kinds of classes you can take. There's events you can go to.
Live music everywhere.
Live music, vendors set up, booths, all kinds of things.
Austin's on fire.
They are going to be on fire. So next week we will not be here. It's going to be sexy. Next week we will not be here. So next week, Tuesday on 15, we will not have TechMix.tv because we're going to be jam-packed in South by Southwest all week, checking out all the things that are going on. We're going to have a great report for you guys the week after. So mark your calendars. Next week there will be no TechMix.tv, and we'll be back at the normal time the week after that on 3/22, March 22nd.
Right, and we'll post to our blog later on tonight. We'll post a link to Hootsuite has put up a page, a really long page of all the stuff going on and links to different, venues and stuff like that. So we'll put that up there for you guys, and you can find out what South by Southwest is all about and why we're so excited about it, right?
Yes.
That's right.
I can't wait.
So what's going on out there other than the fact that we're not going to be having a show next week?
Part of the news was South by Southwest. That thing's huge. So that was the first one. The second thing is the iPad 2, right? It's got to be right out of the gate, man. iPad 2. We talked about it.
Last week it was rumors.
Right, it was rumors. It was all rumors until the day it comes out. That's how you got to do things with all technology, not just Apple. It came out, and a lot of the things that were rumored were kind of there. Dual core processing.
A5 processor.
A5 processor, the front and back camera for FaceTime, of course. So, I mean, with the iPhones, the iPods, iPad, Mac computers, there's really not a reason that anybody can't be connected through a video conference. Of course, Skype has always been there on computers. Recently, they've come to, the iPhone, and they're going to be on the iPad, I'm sure, and they're on your TV. But, so iPad 2, man, you going to get one? What's the deal here?
Well, I don't know. I've already got the Nook Android tablet, so I'm good as far as tablets go.
Okay.
Love the new iPad. I just think, they're doing a lot for setting the tone and stuff like that, so it's cool to see all that stuff. I know there were a few disappointments, like not an HD camera on the front.
Right.
And the screen is kind of the same size. I think they're holding back a little bit for iPad 3.
Sure.
Saving up their marbles, so they can use them at the right time. So it's a pretty big deal. So hey, any idea how many they sold this?
Well, they're the analysts. Of course, we always go with analysts and their deal. So we have one analyst that we like to reference. We got a quick video of this, and we want you guys to peep this. Check this out.
Bring back up the dang mics.
As we like to do on TechMix
That's
TV,
right.
is we like to boof at least 1 to 2 videos per show.
Yeah.
So I think we're just going to start doing that on purpose from now on, just so you guys can get a real taste of what technology is like. So now the iPad 2, they're calling it a. Okay, are we ready to go?
Yeah, we've got the stupid video.
Here we go.
Supposedly.
With the video. Keep this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the report. Good to have you with us. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Please. Thank
Dude,
you so
dude.
much, folks.
I think our computers are jinxed, man. Here we are. We have a technology show. Okay, so we had the studio computer. We brought in a MacBook Pro, 2.4 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of memory, and what did it do? It freaking locked up.
Yeah.
What is the deal? So, well, anyway, we'll put that link up. You can watch the video
Now,
later.
something that they talked about on the iPad 2 launch was Apple really pushed that it was a post-PC device, and they're kind of positioning it as that. And I want to talk about this with you because this is good conversation. They have a post-PC device, and they're saying they're kind of setting the tone for future post-PC devices. Now, the term post-PC obviously is up to interpretation, right? So let's talk about a little bit about what they mean by post-PC device, and then we'll talk about is or is not the iPad a post-PC device.
Sure.
So in your humble opinion, what is what do they mean by post-PC device?
Well, I mean, it's a new terminology that they started using. This, I believe they mentioned it one time at the first iPad or sometime over the past year. But during this last announcement, it was something they started using all the time. And what they're trying to say is, it's like, okay, the PC era is over, and this is like the new era. And I got to tell you, it got under my skin because I've been dreaming of a post-PC device for years. And it's along the way, but you still have to have, with an iPad or an iPhone, you still have to have your computer to put music on it. Now, if they could make it where you could do music from the air, which I think that's coming, based on news item number 10, do music through the air, and then where you didn't have to use your computer at all to activate it, to transfer files, then you've got a post-PC device. Because, like, my whole goal in life is to never use my PC if I can use my phone. That's I don't know. That's just my thing.
It is kind of your thing.
It is. And so it's not even fair for me to judge like phones because that's what I'm judging it by. For me, I want it to be a computer. But I will say, step in the right direction. That's a great thing. Let's talk about it. Let's go there. Post-PC devices, I'm ready for them.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think I agree with you that they're still missing the part where it still has to be connected to a computer at some point. You got to move files back and forth, videos, music. But this isn't necessarily me trying to hype up Apple. I mean, Android tablets are going there, and soon there's going to be Dell tablets out there. So tablets are kind of obviously the way of the future, right? That's where it's all going. So I see what Apple is saying with their post PC device, but I want to have to agree with you on this that it's not really post PC if you still need a computer to hook up to it.
Right.
I mean, I love what they're doing, and Apple and their marketing, it'll work, and people will buy into it, and they'll sell 1 billion units. But I agree with the whole concept of it, that it's not quite post-PC yet, but it's a huge step in the right direction, and they're definitely setting the tone and setting the bar higher and higher for what tablets should be more in the future.
And that's why we love competition.
Exactly.
All this talk out there, and man, the bloggers went crazy with that, and man, they were talking about that like big time. Like on the Android, you can actually get to the App Store, which is called the Market. You can get to it from market.google.com. You sign in, all your devices are there. I want this. I click on it, click install. Bam, it installs it on the device.
Fantastic.
App Store's got to go there, man. They've got to go there someday. So, speaking of Google, Google had some troubles this week. You know, we've been talking about all the thumbs up things that have been going on. They found 21 applications that basically they took legitimate applications and they morphed them. And, you know, like Guitar Hero became like Guitar Hero with a 0 at the end instead of a 0. Faked people to download them, and they were actually malicious viruses. So
they weren't legit.
No, guys, I don't care if you're on the iPhone or if you're on Google or BlackBerry. Okay, if there's misspellings in the description of the app, if it looks like something else, don't go there. If it's anything at all involving sexy, don't go there, because sexy is the #1 way that people get viruses into computers. So don't even go there. I would suggest a program called Lookout. I have Lookout on my Android, and every time I download an app, it scans it right away to check and see if it's legit or not. So I would suggest that you do that kind of stuff. That's the trade-off. Android versus App Store. App Store has a little more control, and you're less likely. It's still possible. Somebody actually uploaded an app that was a tethering app, but it was inside, and you didn't know it until you like punched in some numbers or something like that, and bam, it became a tethering app.
Are you serious?
But it's less likely there because it's a little more monitored. I think they probably run it through some kind of a thing that checks for stuff like that before they put it on the App Store.
Sure.
So bottom line, it's a little more Wild West with Android, and so you ought to have like Lookout, Norton makes something, have something like that to scan your devices. But wow, 21 malicious apps.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the whole kill switch thing?
What kill switch?
They used their kill switch. There's a kill switch in Android. You didn't hear about that? Apple has one too, actually. If they find an app that's not legit, back in the home office, they can flip a switch and it deletes it off all the devices that have it.
Wow, that's very Big Brother-ish.
That's exactly what everybody's like. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. You know, they can delete it off.
That's very iRobot Will Smith of them to be able to control it all from home base.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's interesting.
There's actually a setting. I think it's in if you jailbreak your iPhone in SB settings, where you can actually turn off the kill switch. I'm the same way with the whole Big Brother thing, but I'm okay if they're going to delete an app that's
bad. Yeah, exactly.
And you have a backup of it on your computer if you want to put it back on or whatever. So anyway, so what else is going on out there?
Well, stay on Google. I'm glad Google found them. I don't know how long it took them to find these apps. I'm glad they found them and got rid of them, so that's good. Google has added this week real-time traffic updates and routing for Android.
That's awesome.
For the Maps app for Android. That's huge, man. Yeah. That's huge stuff. And because that's when you need traffic information, is when you're in the middle of traffic. You know, you don't think to check for traffic. I mean, this isn't, the 90s anymore. You don't check for traffic before you leave the house. You just go out there and you go on Google Maps or whatever it is when you're on your phone. So that's huge that they're doing that. So it's a huge step, and I love that they're doing that. I love the moves they make.
And that
we have a question come in.
No, we had a comment that said, "Dear Tech Mix, stop showing videos.
Stop showing videos in big old fat quotation
Man, we
marks.
brought in the big guns today,
Yeah.
and still, for some reason, it didn't work. That's just crazy talk.
So I had to bring this in. I had to give you guys a pound tiger blood, because you got to figure out a way to bring Charlie Sheen into the news, right? Charlie Sheen's everywhere. The guy's doing his thing. He's out there. He's crazy. He's out of control, and he's winning. And so we had to bring it. And you're asking yourself, what does Charlie Sheen have to do with tech news?
Exactly.
And Randy asked me the same thing, and I'm going to tell you.
I text you. I said, "Dear Dominic,
dear Internet." So Charlie Sheen has set the Guinness Book of World Records. He has set the record for getting to 1 million followers on Twitter. With the fastest amount of time. It was 25 hours and 17 minutes. He reached 1 million followers, and he also set the world record for fastest to 2 million followers.
Wow.
So I think currently, right now, Charlie Sheen has close to 2.4 million followers on Twitter. A guy, he's just blowing up, and that's all I'm going to say. No opinions, this or that. Just he's in the news for Guinness Book of World Records, fastest followers on Twitter.
But it makes sense though, man, because Twitter, from day one, allowed you to kind of see the personal side of back in the day, like 2 years ago, like famous people would respond to tweets and stuff like that, and it lets you see what's going on in their life. And so he's got some drama going on, and I was surprised he wasn't even on Twitter before, but wow, 2 million followers. That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
So cool. So, what else is going on out there, man?
There's all kinds of stuff, man. There's good stuff. Okay, so another thing, kind of, it's not really necessarily about tech, but it's about Bill Gates. So Bill Gates in 2011, this is for 2010, but in 2011 officially was announced as not the richest man in the universe anymore, right? So Bill Gates is worth
Who's Bill Gates, by the way?
Bill Gates is the inventor of computers.
No, he invented the internet.
Yeah, he invented.
Well, he gave birth to Al Gore.
Right, he's Al Gore's grandfather, and so Al Gore. No, so Bill Gates was the founder and the president for a while of Microsoft.
Yes.
Right. So he's now worth a measly 49 billion pennies, and so he's no longer the richest man on earth as some other guy who's worth $60 billion. And the only reason, though, this is a good piece of news is the only reason this is a good piece of news is Bill Gates is only worth $49 billion now because he gave away a third of his fortune to charities. Him and his wife started a foundation, gave away a ton of money, literally billions. So that's what's really dropped him down. So now I think he's actually he has the title of the either the second or third world's largest philanthropist. Philanthropical. He's a Googleizer.
But what you want to know something that's cool though is I just think it's epic, dude. It's so cool that Bill Gates back in the day, cohorting with Steve Jobs and Wozniak and all these guys tinkering with stuff, and look how far it's come. Back in the 70s, Apple. In fact, I thought about this week. Apple has been phenomenal at taking stuff that already exists and putting it together and putting software on it, blah, blah, blah. They did that from day one, putting together parts and stuff to make that first computer. But I just think back, back to like 70 something, 80, I can't remember now, man. I'm having a brain fart. But just, thinking about back then, those guys in their garage making stuff.
That's crazy.
So in 30 years, maybe we'll look back and like TechMix.tv and Tech Rescue, man, we'll be like,
they just rule the world.
Those guys had this little show in San Marcos, blah, blah, blah.
Now they're worth billions.
Yeah, that's right.
And they don't give any of it away.
No, we're going to give lots of it away.
So, okay, now I got to address this, okay? We got tons of comments coming in. We actually have some fans out there that are playing TechMix.tv bingo. And if you go to Facebook and do a search for TechMix.tv, you're going to see these guys. They're doing bingo on phrases and words that Randy and I say during the show. We got a comment that
who's winning?
Someone only needs 4 more to black out on bingo. I hope I can sexy, backup, winning, sheen.
Dear Internet.
The Internet. Okay, so and then we had another question come in. These are off topic of what we're doing for the news, but these are good questions. What can be done with a jailbroken Xbox 360? I did not know you could jailbreak Xbox 360s. Did you know that?
You can jailbreak just about anything.
Okay.
But I am unaware of what you can do with a jailbroken Xbox 360.
Well, whoever asked that question, we will get the answer for you this week, and we will let you know either on our blog or on Twitter or Facebook. So, it's a good question. Another question came in was, what is the best thing about the Kindle? Go.
Reading in the bright sunlight.
Nailed it.
Bam.
For me, it's the amount of books you can read. You can literally have more books on there than you have time to read in your life.
Yes.
So that's a huge thing.
And so you can have 1 million books, walk out in the bright sun, and read them.
It's a petabyte of books.
That's a lot of bytes, man.
Uh-oh, we got a bingo. Somebody got a bingo. Congratulations to you. First bingo winner of TechMix.tv
was one
bingo.
Of the words petabyte?
Maybe it was. If you could text in or tweet in what the winning word was, we'd love to say it on the show. Okay, let's get back to the news. We had so much to do, and then fantastic.
Wow.
Here we go.
Whoa. Hey, TechMix.tv, who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight? Uh-oh. Hold on, we got a bad connection. Hey, there we go. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Hey, this is Brian from San Marcos, Texas.
Oh, what's going
Brian.
on? Brian from San Marcos, Texas.
Hey, what's up?
What's
hey,
up,
I just
dog?
Had a quick question. I am an avid Apple fan, but is there, first of all, my first question was, when does the iPad 2 officially come out?
That is this Friday, and the word is it's at 5 p.m., but we'll know for sure coming up closer to it.
That's interesting.
It
Why
is interesting.
so late in the day?
Probably because that's when I get off work. I send an email to Jobs, let him know.
Okay. So is that the real rumor, or is that the rumor you started?
That's the rumor I started. So it's this Friday.
Okay, awesome. And then my second question, what is the difference between, I know the 2 cameras and the screen, but what is there maybe because I know it comes out in the 8 gig, but is there a bigger and better version with the 2 than the 1?
It's actually gonna have the same size storage capacity. So there's gonna be a 16 gig, a 32 gig, and a 64 gig. And so they're going to have the 3 models Wi-Fi, and they're going to have the 3 models 3G also. One of the other differences is it's going to be available to run on AT&T or Verizon. There's going to be 2 different ones for that. And there's going to be it's supposed to be faster, a faster processor. Those are the main differences. It's already
benching at about 1.5 times the other one, so it's considerably faster.
Yeah, that's like
it's like giga light years faster.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
Hey man, thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling in.
Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, we just got a tweet, or just got a text, and the winning word for TechMix.tv bingo was iPad. Boom!
Wow.
I'm glad we did it for you. Yeah, I really wish it was boom, so I could say boom again. I think I said it enough right then.
Yeah, I think you
okay,
just,
we gotta get through a few more things because we have the much awaited, patiently waited for Kinect demo tonight. You heard it here.
That should be the news right there.
That is the
news. We've been talking about that since like week 2. That we're going to do a Kinect video, a Kinect demo, over and over and over. We're going to have it tonight. Unless the whole internet goes down and our show doesn't work.
Good thing we're not showing you a video of it because you probably wouldn't see it. We're actually going to do the demo. Well, wow. All right. Okay. So another thing in the news. Well, you know, I want to get to this. Conan O'Brien, the man's a genius.
Yes.
And recently, Angry Birds, they launched their Android app several weeks ago, maybe several months ago.
A few months at least,
and they've hit 30 million downloads. That includes the free and paid-for app, and that is just an amazing amount of downloads. And Conan O'Brien constructed a real life-size Angry Birds game, level 1 maybe, or whatever it is. So why don't you guys cross your fingers and peep this video. Here we go.
Something that's very popular right now. I'm talking about the popular video game on the iPad and the iPhone known as Angry Birds. It's Angry Birds. A product of Finland, by the way, my favorite country. It's a wildly popular, very addictive game. So last week, we wanted to get it out on the fun. We built the world's largest live-action Angry Birds game. Check it out. Yeah, there it is. Now, it's a lot of fun, so I wanted to play with it again tonight. But we've changed it up a bit, okay? Tonight, the Green Pigs are protecting a boombox that's playing Kim Kardashian's new music single, Jam. All right? Now, the only way to make this horrible song stop is by using the Angry Birds to destroy it, and the sooner, the better. Should we do it? Load me up, pal. And... Close. Again. Oh, come on. Again.
Turn me on, turn me on, turn me on. Turn me on.
We had a comment during the show, or during that video, that They hit our keywords so fast in bingo that it changed it to blackout bingo. Wow. And they said, "Thank God it's not a drinking game, that it's just a bingo game."
Yes, we're glad about that.
Fantastic. All right, so we had a few more stories we got to cover. Randy, I want to talk about this one. iTunes negotiating for unlimited music downloads.
Yeah. I mentioned that earlier, man.
So what exactly does that mean?
What that means, like if you buy in iTunes, if you buy Angry Birds, you can download it anytime you want. You can wipe your phone, go back to the App Store, download it again. You can go on your iPad, go to the App Store, download it again. What they're trying to do is make music basically the same way. And see, like right now, you're not really, as far as apps go, you're not really tethered to your computer.
Sure.
As far as apps go. I mean, yeah, you can back them up there if you wanted, but you could do apps all on your own all day long. You know, it would truly be post-PC, okay?
Right.
Well, right now with music, though, the way their agreements are, you have to log, you have to tether back to your computer and sync with iTunes to put the music on your computer. Or if you buy it on iTunes on your iPhone and your iPhone gets wiped, you can't download it again. So you really need your computer to back it up, blah, blah, blah. And they're negotiating with the music companies where you can, once you pay for it, you can download it whenever you want. And really, I just got to say this, the music companies are stuck in an old way of doing
Definitely.
business.
I agree.
I mean,
I
come
agree.
on. I mean, and they treat customers like the enemy. I mean, they have a great product. They could create a true fan base and market to the fan base with T-shirts and concerts, and I think they ought to just give away music. Now, I do believe that while they're selling it, obviously it's the right thing to do is to pay for it. I'm not saying that they're wrong, you shouldn't pay for it, but bottom line is I think they're living in the past. And when I saw this, I got real excited because hopefully this will pull them into the future.
Yeah.
They can start changing their mindset. What do you think about that?
I think I'd like to make another reference to Back to the Future. They need to live in the now and come back to the future.
Wow.
In their DeLoreans is what I think. That's our gratuitous reference to Back to the Future on TechMix.tv. I think you're right. I think there's not really a reason you shouldn't be able to do that with your music. Like you said, since you can do that with all your apps.
Right.
And you paid for your apps. Some of them are free, but you paid for your apps, and so you basically own them, and they're constantly connected to your account from now on.
Right.
Unless the mothership decides that they don't want you to have it, boop, and they delete you from Earth or whatever they decide to do. So I agree with you that that's where the music industry needs to go. That's where the entire technology industry is going, and I think that's where they need to go as well.
Yeah. And and another cool thing that I guess two cool things I want to mention real quick before we get to that demo is Motorola has said this week when they put out their upgrade for the 4G on their new tablet, the Zoom, that they will upgrade even if you have your device unlocked. Even if you rooted it or jailbreak it or whatever you want to call it, they will do the upgrade. And so now we're having these two columns developed now. We've got Microsoft, Google, and now Motorola are in the pro jailbreaking.
Yeah.
That's sexy talk to me, man. I got so excited when I heard that. Because they were a little more difficult at the beginning with the Android, with the click and all that. And so to see them come around, I just think that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That they're promoting that and they understand, you can do stuff like that for good and not for evil, and make your devices do amazing things. If you're not tied to just what the developer wants you to do. So I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool news there.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Well, man, we got to get into this demo. There's a lot to show you guys and to talk about, and so. Before we get into it, I want you guys to, we got a really cool video of Android device activations globally and in the US. So we want to show you guys this video, and then when we come back from that, you guys, I'm going to show you a quick little snippet of setting up the Kinect, and then we'll get going on the Kinect demo. So why don't you guys peep this video? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, before we show this video, the reason we picked it was because they just on Boy Genius Report this week, they said that the Android had become the most popular operating system, and the iPhone is the most popular phone. So I thought that was pretty cool, and this is a visualization of Android activations. I want to draw out a couple of things. it's going to tell you up in the corner when the Droid came out, and you're going to see like a few activations because it was mostly T-Mobile at the time. And then when Droid came out, which I think was the best ad a campaign ever, you know, it makes me want to go get a Droid. When the Droid thing came out, the spikes go from just a few little dots. It just goes crazy all over the earth. It's awesome to watch. So you want to add anything to that while I cue it up?
Nope.
Sweet.
All right, you guys check this video out.
Wow, that was pretty sweet, man. That was pretty sweet, man. When the Droid launched, just went bam.
Yeah, that's
went
intense.
Crazy all over the world tonight, baby. So we've got this Kinect that we're going to show, this Kinect video, and we're going to show just a little video up here at the front, just to kind of let you know what it is and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to come back and we got a cool
Yeah,
demo.
it's just a quick little sneak peek of what it takes to set up the Kinect, and then I'm going to show you guys a demo of it.
Sweet action. Here we go. There we go. All right, so Dom is over here in the studio right now. What is this going on right here? Okay, that's that. He is going to demo this thing. You ready?
Yes.
So
Okay.
check it out over here.
Okay, so with the Xbox, I've already done. With the Xbox, I've already done setup on it. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you how to get it going. So with the Xbox, when you first come up, if you set it up for mic, you can say, Xbox, tell me your secrets, and it'll kind of do its thing, right? I haven't set it up for the mic because I want to show you guys the video demo of it. So when you start, you just wave, and then once you wave, it sees, sees your hand there. It's very Minority Report-ish.
Yes.
So I don't have a game in here, but you can go in there and say Kinect ID, and if you hold your hand over it long enough, it kind of opens up.
Now, is it locked up, or is it going to the next little thing?
No, so the Kinect actually it loads the Kinect. It kind of zooms up and down and shows you. It senses where you are. It's crazy. It's a little eyeball looking for you. So it finds you, loads Kinect ID. There you are. Sign in using face recognition.
Wow.
So
did it just recognize you?
Hopefully it sees my face.
That's code that's going to be built into the robot overlords in the future, man.
Hey, there it is. Continue as Dominic continues.
That's disturbing, man.
So there's, I can't, it won't sense it. All right, there I am. So now it's kind of watching me do its thing.
Hey, now that guy kind of looks like you. Is that automatic too?
That is not automatic. You have to set up your Xbox avatar.
Yeah,
so
I was
you kind
kidding.
of move into the.
Wow. Oh, okay. So that was just a little bit of calibration there.
Yeah.
Now it wants you to move to the green
Yeah,
square.
I don't want to do it anymore. Xbox, quit. So anyway, with
Dear
this
Xbox.
Yeah. So with this Xbox Connect, what you do is obviously it does exactly what your body is doing, kind of up and down and up and around with your hands. So I want to show you guys a quick little video while this is, or not while this is going on, but I want to show you a video. And go ahead and keep the mics up for this. So this video is of a couple of guys. One of them is our associate producer, kind of doing his thing. So you guys watch this video here. This is them playing on Xbox Connect. So this is them playing Connect
Wow.
Adventures. You control it just like I was showing you earlier with your hand. You can see our hands on there controlling that. That's just picking a random game that they get into, boom, and then so they're playing this game here. And you use your hands, your feet, and the point of this game is to keep these balls in play, kind of use your hands, move them around, and hit these things. It's an amazing technology, amazing device. I know that Xbox is working on this device for a long time.
Yeah.
And they did it right, man. They did it right. So this is another game they're doing. This is them setting it up, using your hands. I love
a
how.
girl.
Well, whatever. All right. So this is them playing this game again. Use hands,
Wow.
all four hands and feet. And they don't have a ton of games out for the Kinect yet, but they're coming more and more. They're mostly dance games and fitness games, but it's amazing. This is
that's pretty sweet there.
teamwork to do different
Wow.
games. So it's an amazing thing. I couldn't get this thing to recognize my face. Probably doesn't like my face. Your face doesn't like my
Your
face.
face doesn't like your face.
So now, what I'd like to do is, if anybody out there has a Kinect or has used a Kinect or has seen someone play a Kinect, I want to get some calls in, some feedback on what your thoughts are on the Kinect, playing it or seeing someone playing it or anything like that. Have you had a chance to use a Kinect yet, Randy? I
No.
know we did the demo here,
No.
but it's amazing. I mean, we didn't have the game. All we were able to do was set it up at our house, and it was. And we played for that, just setting it up and moving our hands around. We played for that for hours, and just kind of moving our hands around the game, and it felt very Minority Report-ish, and I loved. Oh, fantastic!
Got a call. Here we go. TechMix.tv. Thanks for calling in. Do you have a question?
Hey, this is Brian again.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, hey Brian again. What's up?
Well, you were just talking about Kinect users, and I happen to be a partial owner. My brother owns one back home.
Nice.
And so,
It's like it's both of yours. You just keep it down at his house.
yeah. But yeah, I have to say, man, I love the Kinect. Like, we played it so much, we've actually gotten sore from it. But
Nice.
we have
That's awesome.
we have Kinect Sports and the Kinect Adventures games right now. And really, I don't think you need any others right now. I mean, you could play track and field on Kinect Sports for hours and never get bored.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I know that when the Wii Fit came out, right? The Wii is awesome. I don't want to take anything away from the Wii. They were light years ahead of where gaming needed to be. But the Kinect, you don't need to know how to do anything. You just need to get up there and start moving around, and it teaches you how to do everything it wants you to do. So
It'd be pretty sweet if they had a Halo game for the Kinect, man.
yeah, I think they did. They did that in a movie called Gamer. I think it ended pretty badly.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. How long have you guys had the Kinect?
We as soon as it came out, we traded in our old Xbox and
Yeah, that
got
old
store
piece of
credit
crap
and
technology, right? You
Yeah.
gotta dump that.
the old 360 Elite, and
Yeah.
because you have to get the new one. That was the only thing. I actually bought it for my brother because he had to get the only thing was you have to get the new Xbox to play the Kinect.
No, you
But,
don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You can use your old Xbox, right?
Yeah. In fact, I have the Kinect right now. I have it hooked up to the 360 Elite.
Sweet.
Well, I just got a cheap 360 Elite for my brother then.
Boom!
Boom!
Winning! Nice, man.
Well, cool.
All right. Well, thanks for
Fun
calling in
fact.
again, Brian. Again.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right, man.
Have a good one. Talk to you later.
Hey, we got a comment in that says the Kinect takes awesome pictures while you play, and it also takes video. You can do video of yourself bowling or whatever, and you can post it straight to Facebook from the Kinect as well. So it blends right in with your social life, which is what everybody wants to do with anything now. So you can go straight to Facebook, and I'm sure you can link into Twitter, and I'm sure there's all kinds of things you can do. And I love the technology that's around it and what it's doing. So there it is. You're welcome, America. The Kinect demo, a solid 6 months after it's come out. You heard it here for not the first time on TechMix.tv.
But you did hear first that we were going to demo it, probably before anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Said they were going to demo
We did
it.
talk about demoing it a lot longer before anybody else did. So that's fantastic. Let's see. We got a comment here that with night vision glasses, you can see laser beams coming from the Kinect that detects your body. That's
yes, you
awesome.
Can. You can.
That's awesome. I would like to see a video of that. Maybe we can get a video of that next time for our blog.
There's actually a video also of what the Kinect sees when it looks at you, and that's ultra disturbing. Because it doesn't see color and all that. It's detecting the motion and the edges and the heat.
It's like
and stuff like that.
like Predator view
it's
or
disturbing.
something like that. Yeah.
It's disturbing. That little thing is looking at you the whole time, and what it sees. Yeah, we'll have to post that on our blog
Nice.
too.
Hey, I want to take this opportunity to mention our sponsor for these past couple weeks, Panhandler. Those guys are awesome, man. They took a chance on us on TechMix.tv. We love them over there. They love us over here, man. You guys got to get out there. It's San Marcos location. There's a New Braunfels location. You guys got to try their salad bar. We always talk about their salad bar.
Yeah, best around.
It really is. They got a great soda bar. You know, there's Sprite and Diet Coke and ice you can get. So it's just way fancy. You guys got to check it out.
The pizza's awesome.
Oh, they
That's
also have
it.
pizza.
Yeah, the pizza.
So if you
is
can get
really,
around,
really,
you can
really
get around to
good,
that.
really, really good stuff, man. So wow. So I like that Kinect demo, man. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Pretty sweet device,
Action.
man.
Yeah, it is sweet action.
Sweet action.
Okay.
Cannot wait to get one.
Man, our Google Voice is blowing up. We got another comment that said, "Dear TechMix, have you ever thought of a YouTube channel or something like that where you can vlog and upload your shows?" Actually, we have. You can see our shows on Vimeo, and you can subscribe to our shows on Vimeo. So if you go to Vimeo.com, you do a search for TechMix.tv.
Yes.
Or if you go to our blog, TechMix.tv, you can see our videos on there, and you can watch them through. It's through a Vimeo upload, and then you can always go to Vimeo and watch the shows there.
I like how every question she asks now says "Dear TechMix."
Yeah, it is very politically correct of the questioner to ask that way.
Sweet. So, did we have another question comment just come in? It looked like your phone just lit up, man. Or is
Yeah.
that not for the show?
Sorry. A question was, what is Vimeo and is it YouTube? Sorry. Vimeo is not YouTube. Vimeo is another web upload service. And it's almost like YouTube where you can upload services. There's channels you can subscribe to. There's channels that people can set up. And TechMix.tv has a channel there. Some videographers, they set up channels where they post kind of their portfolio kind of thing. You can use Vimeo
A
for
little
that.
more professional.
Right. It's a more professional type of video uploading. So that's basically what Vimeo
There was
is.
actually a little piece of news that hit the cutting room floor that didn't make the show. Google's actually hired and has put like $3 million into their little professional video department. And so they're trying to ramp that up, I guess, to compete with Vimeo. I don't know.
So they're gonna call it YouTube with like a bow tie or something, so they can be classy, right?
Yeah, something like that. And I think there were like 3 N's in it, like triple N service or something like that.
Wow.
I don't remember exactly what it was.
Sounds
so
intense.
It was pretty sweet.
$3 million for YouTube? That's nothing.
That they're putting into it.
They spend that
yeah.
on the bathroom toilet paper in their facility in California.
Yeah. So look, we have a little extra time today, and we had a video that we were wanting to show for like what, last 3 weeks. Y'all remember, like, what, 3 weeks ago when Watson was on?
Watson.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Watson.
Watson was on Jeopardy.
Right.
And Watson ruled.
He tore him up.
I mean, it got to where the guys playing against Watson just started making fun of him in their genius kind of way, you know, and they actually were really competing against each other. You can look at their bids at the end. They were trying to beat each other. Watson, we can't beat Watson. So Conan, because we all felt bad, he made a video. We like Conan. He's genius, man.
He is genius.
And he made a video about people are still pretty cool. And so we want to show that video right now.
Cross
So
your fingers. Here we
that's
go with the
right.
video, people.
Last week, this was a big story. Watson, the IBM computer, crushed his human competitors on Jeopardy, destroyed them. And this has led to a lot of discussion about computers taking over for humans. You know, could computers now be getting to the point where they're so advanced they will finally, as has long been prophesied, take over? It's been very depressing for us humans to be thinking about that. So depressing, in fact, that a concerned group put out this public service announcement to make all of us feel better. Take a look.
If Watson the computer's recent total domination on Jeopardy has you feeling down about humans, don't worry. There are plenty of things humans are still good at, like playing air bass, crying alone in the office, thinking they lost their wallets for a second, then finding it, sniffing milk to see if it's still good, that thing where you snap and clap real fast, serving our new cybernetic overlords.
You missed the spot.
Don't worry, humans.
Don't you worry, humans. Humans are still pretty good.
Paid for by the National Association of Humans.
Oh man,
Oh, man,
genius,
that
genius.
was sweet. So we want to. We haven't done this in, like, what would you say? We haven't
At
gotten to
least
the
2 months.
end of the show in like 2 months, but we want to. We get to the end of the show. We want to do some tech tips, point out some cool apps. I want to draw your attention to something that we found this week. It's called Noteleaf. I want to tell you what Noteleaf does. Noteleaf will sync with your Google Calendar. So you have to have Google Calendar. It'll sync with your calendar. Check this out, Dominic. It will go out and it will look in your like your guest list, and it will go and it'll search on LinkedIn, and it will bring in and Twitter, and it will bring in, or I think they're about to add that, and it'll bring in all the data about you and drop it to the bottom of your note. So just for fun, last week I set up an appointment with you, okay, called Test with Dominic, okay? And so here's
It'd
my
say,
appointment.
winning.
That's right. It's like, this guy always says winning, beware. That's not that crazy. But it says Test with Dominic, and here's all the normal stuff, and then bam, down at the notes, it says Dominic Insenius, partner at Tech Rescue. It says Austin, Texas area, consumer services, profile. It brings up, check this out, man. It's got, okay, he partner at Tech Rescue. It's got your job, e-commerce, content manager, checks in the mail. I mean, owner, operator, local area lawn care.
No way.
That thing you did back in the day. Private label program coordinator, Harlan Clark. I mean,
Wow, this is crazy.
it's got all this stuff. And so the idea, though, is that, like, if you're going into a meeting, to be best prepared that you can. So you put the names of the people you're going to meet with.
How interesting.
Is that sweet?
I really like that a lot.
I love it a lot, and the meeting never happened for some reason, but I knew all this stuff about you that I didn't know. So that's called Noteleaf. We'll put a link on our blog after the show about Noteleaf, so you can go and check that out. Pretty sweet little app. Well, you got any other apps you want to talk about tonight?
Well, we just had 2 blackouts on TechMix.tv bingo. Hey, you guys call in real quick, and we want to know what words you got or what words you used for the winning word was tech tips.
Woo!
Tech tips. Man, you are in luck because we haven't hit tech tips in like 2 months. So that is fantastic. Let's see, any new apps? Jeez Louise, I love all this time we have on the show. We have time to talk about things. This is exciting. Actually, yes, I have an app. So if you have an iPhone or an iPod, you know that on your calendar, you cannot view weekly events. You can only view month or day.
Really?
Okay, so there is an app I downloaded called My Calendar or something to that effect. I guess I should give you guys the real name of it. It's called Week Cal. Okay, and what you can do is you can view your calendar from a weekly view, and it has a bunch of cool little features. It's something I've always wanted because I love viewing my calendar from a weekly view. And the iPad you can do this, obviously, and on a computer you can do this. But it's called WeekCal. I want to say it's $2.99, and it lets you view your calendar in a weekly view. So it's not as exciting as and as creepy as Randy's app, but useful nonetheless. Okay, we got a comment come in. Dear Randy, sounds like a stalker app that you're using. It seems kind of stalkerish, but that is huge information. If I would have met with Randy or someone who knew kind of, and it's not like you say, hey, I know that you worked here, here, and here, but you can say, hey, I know you've worked in this industry for a while. You could say something like that,
oh, man.
and that would really help out a meeting.
I know.
And you might get asked about it later on. But
so, hey, dude, we should maybe go mow some lawns someday.
Yeah, like, what? How did you know that about me? Yeah, that's really cool.
It reminds me on The Office when Dwight stole Michael's contact list,
yeah.
And Michael had all these notes that were only for his own purpose, and Dwight would go into these meetings and he would say, things about people that he shouldn't and stuff like that. So, hey, thanks for calling TechMix.tv. Who would have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is Jennifer Guerrero.
Hey, Jennifer Guerrero, how you doing?
We're doing good.
So you guys are playing TechMix Bingo?
Yes.
Wow. So did you win?
No, I am on the losing end because for the first week ever, y'all didn't say Self-Aware or Google Chrome.
Ah, dang, we did it.
That's why those comments came in.
Gotta talk about GeoHot every time except the 1 week I put it down on Bingo. Good night.
That's awesome.
One of the kids won, I guess. They're at their grandparents, so we've been texting back and forth.
Wow.
We made the boards before they left, very seriously.
Awesome.
The 10-year-old, she put the 70s on there. I thought that was really intuitive. I thought that was good.
Nice.
And we said the 70s. I said it like 3 times.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See that awesome? See, we know your show. We know it.
You guys are awesome, man. You guys are great fans, and we do this show for people like you.
That's right. Appreciate you guys watching. So, do you have a question for us while we got you on the line?
No.
All right.
Could you just say Coolabite next week, and because I'm going to put that one on my board. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye. Sweet, man.
Awesome.
So, I wanted to tell you guys about another app, man, that my 15-year-old son found. He found it on the Android. It's also available on the iPhone. It's called Pulse. It's basically like a news reader, but it's like a news reader iPhone style with big pictures. P-U-L-S-E. Pulse. So it has. Basically, you can tell it all these different, like I like to use iClarified, Lifehacker, Boy Genius Report, and I just have a giant list of all these different news things. And I'm going to hold up my little phone here if we maybe get a little zoom in, if it works. Why is stuff laggy for us tonight, dude? Okay, so if you guys can see this is pretty cool. It's got a, like all of the, let's see, try to get it up there. There we go. Wow, it's too close to my face for comfort. Here's, you can scroll this way on these news apps. You can go up and down. If you open one up, boy, this is hard to do looking in the camera. Because that's like in real time, which is like looking back from the past towards the future.
So hold on. The iPhone is a touchscreen?
The iPhone is a touchscreen, dude. I looked for hours when I got this for the little pen.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it. So I started using my fingernail.
You got to hook up a USB keyboard to it?
Something like that.
Okay.
But dude, the Pulse app, what I like about it is it has a little, a little social button up in the top. And you can post it to Facebook if you like it. Post to Twitter. Gosh, man, I just realized I could post to Twitter for all the stuff that I find for the show. Is that sweet?
I cannot wait to see it.
Or you can send to my new favorite hotness, and that is Instapaper.
I gotta mention it. Okay, so Randy shoots me a text message last week, and he says, "Man, you gotta try Instapaper." And I said, "What is it?" And he said, "It's like if Google and Evernote had a kid."
Who really thought highly of himself.
thought highly of himself. And that's what Instapaper is. So anyway, take that where you want to.
Yeah, because you know why? Because it actually has archive like Gmail. Basically, what Instapaper does is put all of the things that you sent to it in one page, and then basically you can either go to them or you can archive them or delete them. And so, like when I'm throwing up news for the show, I can. That's right. Blah. It throws it onto my Instapaper page. There's not an app for it on the iPhone. There is one that you can pay for, but if you read the, I'm not going to say it. I don't know that it looks that good, but it works. Instapaper works great, just like on regular Safari. So so that's all good. So Instapaper and Pulse, two favorite apps of mine, big time. And plus, they're both compatible with the Android and the iPhone. What is so funny? A comment that came in. Okay, so why don't either A, you read the comment, or B, why don't you start picking out who we're going to give away a certificate to
yes. I actually,
tonight.
While you were ranting and raving about
Instapaper,
your Instapaper
and
over there,
Pulse.
I have the list.
The list.
There are 5 people. 1 through 5, go.
Okay, 1 through 5, go. And today we're going to go with 1.
1. Brian Demereau is
Brian
the
Demereau.
winner.
Ding, ding, ding,
Fantastic.
ding, ding, ding.
Brian, congratulations. Thanks for calling in. It's been a while since we heard from you. This is a great time to call in.
But
he
only has 15 seconds to call in to claim his prize.
If you don't call in 15 seconds, we will pass the prize on to someone else in this studio
We're kidding, man.
who is sitting in this chair.
That's right.
So you might want to call in soon.
We're kidding, man.
14, 13, 12,
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4.
10. He's not watching anymore.
Yeah,
That's
he must not be,
disappointing.
man. Dang.
Well, hey, you guys, it's that time. We're wrapping up the show. We have a winner, folks.
Oh, wait. The phones aren't working anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time's up.
This better be Brian. Techmix.tv, who are we speaking with?
Uh-oh. Is this Brian?
Winning!
You, sir, are winning. Fantastic. Brian, thanks so much for calling in again, man. You won the prize, and we'll get it to you this week, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks, bye.
All right, bye. That may be the coolest ending to our show ever.
That's right. So
all right,
let's
you
just start
guys.
that music.
Let's start it up. It's 11 o'clock, you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by Techmix.tv late on a Tuesday night. Remember that we're not going to be here next week. We're going to be at South by Southwest.
South by Southwest.
We'll be here at the normal time the week after on 3/22. That's March 22nd. You guys have a great couple of weeks. Have a great spring break. Be safe. And we'll see you guys then. Talk to you later.
Check us on TweetFace this week.
Tweet your face. Mics are down. No, they're not.